Legends await, so dubs on the run. No turtle is safe when he's on the hunt. Witness the sack, just give it a rub. Cause who knows what you'll find. Toy hunting with Dub.
Hey friends, bonus Friday episode. Been a fair amount of bonus episodes recently, and that'll actually continue here for a little while. So, how are you all? I am excited. We have right here in front of me from Four Horsemen Studios, Cosmic Legions, Book 3, Outpost Zaxius. This is the all-in. So if you ordered the all-in directly from Four Horsemen Studios, you should be getting yours any day, depending on where you are, if what you ordered is an all-in. So my understanding is they received their shipping truck with the all-ins, and they're putting a label on them, sending them out. Now, if you had an all-in plus 4 or 5 other things, I don't know how that works. I don't know if they ship your all-in separately than your other items. I'm not sure. If you just had a mix of stuff, it'll probably still be a couple weeks, I guess. But the all-ins come in the shipping box. They just slap a label on it. Label was right there. Slap a label on it, and out it goes. And I just ordered one all-in. That's kind of where I am now as a pre-order customer of the Horsemen. I'm going to order an all-in if it's a wave I'm interested in. And that's it. No extra figures. And then I'll see, either through, if I see something at a table I like, show prices, in-stock sales, retailers, all the different ways that we have to buy these great figures. I'll supplement if I want extras, army build, customs, whatever. I'll supplement through there. So I always order one all-in. And so every wave, even with wave 2 of Cosmic Legions, I think anything after Necronominus I have all in. I think it's the wave that just came out, Poxus. Poxus was the last wave where I just had pick and choose figures directly, which I have a lot of extras of that because of that. And from there on out, it's all in. So we have an all in. This is a 6-figure wave. Cosmic Legions Wave 3. Now the next wave of Cosmic Legions to come out, which starts a new book. This is Valkatar, I think, Book 3. But it's the wave that was revealed at PowerCon, the Ox Crew. So I don't remember if that's Cosmic Legions' Ox Crew, Book 1, and this is Valkatar, Book 1, 2, 3. So the naming convention's different. They're in books instead of waves, and but it's still a wave. It's just it's the way that the story's being told. So this is more tusks and those kinds of things, and the Sphinxes. The next wave, which I think is probably late this year or early next year, which is also the only wave of Cosmic Legions yet to be in hand, is got some of those new suits and new articulations, some new creatures, some diorama pieces. So that's coming. That's from PowerCon. But this is the last wave to come out of currently where we're at, Valkatar, Book 3. So, for what it's worth, there you go. Now, upcoming things I've got going on. One thing I am excited to announce, if you follow me on socials, you would have seen this. We are doing a Mythic Meetup and Playday July 20th at Charlie's Collectible Show in Stone Mountain, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta. About, if you're in downtown Atlanta, 20-25 minutes. You can get there from most general areas of Atlanta in a 45 to 60 minute, depending on traffic, depending on everything else. But Charlie's Collectible Show, if you go to my Instagram or my Facebook, you can find a most recent thing. Doing a Mythic Meetup and Playday. Now, I'm just a host. I'm going to host everybody, have a good time. We're grateful to Charlie's Collectible Show for letting us use that for the event. You will get an opportunity to buy these, for instance. I can't say that with certainty, but I feel like there's a good chance at Horseman Studio pricing, meaning at table pricing when you see the Horseman. This will be a street team event. Our friends at Ginger Kid Collectibles, they will be running the table. They will have an assorted of Legions figures, Mythic, Cosmic, maybe Figura, I don't know. You never know until you get to a show at the studio prices. July 20th. So if you just want to come shop, that'll be a great opportunity to shop. Now, I know we have Joe Fest in June, but for some people in Atlanta, that's 3 hours away. For people in Alabama, that's 6 hours away. It's maybe not convenient to you. We have Heroes Con, also in June. Same thing. You may not want to get up into the Carolinas. IshCon comes in early August up in the Carolinas. So if you're in Georgia, maybe on the west side of Tennessee, Alabama, this could be the best opportunity you have to buy figures at the low price for a while. Maybe even until Toylanta next year. You never know. So come, let me know if you're going to come. I'll be there all day. We're going to have people selling dioramas. We're going to have people selling customs. You're going to have the opportunity to meet Scott. If you haven't met Scott Warren, Soru Studios, he's going to have his customs, I'm sure, for sale on display. We're also going to do some things like paint workshops and trading and some pop and swapping. We may have some giveaways, all kinds of stuff. Pay attention to my socials, Instagram, Facebook, and I'll talk about it here. I got a lot to promote on the YouTube channel, so I don't want to get everything too mixed up, but pay attention. It's coming. We're excited. July 20th. It'll start at 10 a.m., go to 6 p.m., Charlie's Collectible Show. Let me know if you're going to come. I think it'll be a good time. It's just generally for the purposes of planning Think Atlanta. Also, next week, we have MomoCon. We'll be at MomoCon. Come see us there. You're going to hear me talk about that in some videos upcoming. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is MomoCon next week. So if you're watching this a week from today, then we've got Joe Fest coming that we're excited about, of course, and IshCon that we're excited about. So a lot of things going on right now. But the purposes of this video, let's get into this. So what we're going to do, we'll do a brief unboxing here where I'm going to just, look, I haven't done nothing. It's completely sealed. All I do is take the label off. We're going to see how it comes from the factory. Now this has 6 figures that we started to talk about, then I got sidetracked. 2 of them released early at PowerCon last year. Those are the 2 Motu tributes. Well, I'll show you them when I get to them. But the mini faces and the Whiplash tribute figures, which is Operative 85, and I don't remember what the other one is called. So I already have those. I'm not going to open those in here. So first, looks like a double box situation. I feel like that's new for an all-in. It's a double box situation. That's nice. Usually you get your all-in and it's in this labeled all-in box. I'm interested to see if this is just a plain no label box on the inside. Horseman used good boxes. Now it looks like almost an identical box. Just that one. Maybe it's not quite as thick. Interesting. Full double box situation. Never a bad thing to have. And the Horseman boxes are good boxes, so I like to hang on to those. I'm going to be probably doing some spring cleaning this weekend. I'm trying to get my garage organized, which I seem to be doing like every 3 months. There's just too much good stuff coming out. I got to figure out what I have, what I need to get rid of, and all that. The plight of the collector, right? So then you open up this, and you get the regular box. Looks like it has an insert. Yeah, it has this insert that was cut because the one guy, Scourge, who's the Whiplash tribute, is a little bit bigger. So packed really well. So let's go through and see what we got. Now, when we picked these guys up at PowerCon, they were in book 1 packaging. But here we go. This is Cosmic Legions. This is Scourge from the Outpost Zaxius Wave. He's the big boy. He's got, I think it's a Cronin head, maybe that's what it's called, but also a dragon. You can make him a dragon. You can see on the side there, kind of duck build face, and he has the dragon face on him. Now this is the same body mold as Arakagor, the blue dragon from the Poxus Wave. So won't be opening him on this, but I will show you my open one because I already have it open. So we're only going to open 4 of these figures. I want to find let me get to the other one that we're not going to. Here we go. Operative 83. I'm only realizing that it has the name on top of the boxes. I'm not sure that I noticed that before. That may be new. I don't know. So Operative 83. I love this figure with the purples and the orange and the blue and the greens. I actually, once this is sitting at table, I may end up buying 2 more of it because it's a mini faces. So I think it's got 3 heads or maybe 4 heads. And you know, a lot of people with their Motu, they display their mini faces with all the heads. So far, it looks like everything's good. Here's another insert, protect stuff. All right, so then we've got a Sphexian, the Sphexian Mine Worker, who's in like a muted kind of black and white. And these four now, we're going to open up, show you what they come with, and what have you. So the Sphexian Mine Worker, we have got Calli and Shun. She looks really cool. She's got a bunch of soft goods. This head sculpt's really nice. And a lot, I mean, I think I don't know that there's any new parts in this wave, other than maybe these guys. But not really new, but comparatively speaking. I think that a lot of this is kind of reuse, repainting. Maybe some of the soft goods is new. But the paint work is exceptional. She looks really good. I think I'm taking them out in my order of anticipation, least to most. This one is beautiful, and if he was a gray alien, he'd be my most anticipated. This is a Tusk Pilot. We saw this debut, a paint sample at Toyland last year. So the Tusk Pilot with really Iron Man red, candy apple red paint. Again, I'm going to take them all out. I'll take them all out. And then the fourth one we will open is Altar Silovius, which is another of the gray-born aliens. And he's got 3 different or 4 different soft goods, maybe. He's got a staff. He's got some purples going on. I like let's read a little bit about the Outpost Zaxius wave. So this is almost like I remember when Jeremy was telling the stories, it's almost like a canteen, Mos Eisley. Like it's a place where people kind of connect and their factions aren't as important, and it's just an outpost, right? There are many ways to travel between the circles of Cosmerium. The routes that are officially sanctioned by the Ferox authorities pass through bustling outposts found in key locations across the universe. These outposts host countless travelers, each ring cycle representing the incredible diversity of races and affiliation found throughout Cosmerium. I have a bunny that has just entered the room. So, whereas like our first 2 books were kind of the story of the prison, and the various things going on with the prison, you can come over here.
I just wanted to get a drink.
You want to get a drink?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just off camera. Speaking of MomoCon in a week.
I feel like if I tilt my head, you're going to see my ears.
Tilt my head. No, I can't see your ears. Do you want to just do a little Fred Flintstone in and out? A little tease of her costume. She's working on her costume right now.
What's Fresca?
Fresca is soda. It's like grapefruit soda.
I love grapefruit.
So it's grapefruit. I think that's what it is. I think it's grapefruit soda. I don't know. It's always just been Fresca to me.
It says grapefruit, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's grapefruit.
All right, this is the first kind of trial run of the costume. The ripped jeans
You gotta come over here. No one can see you there.
I don't have to.
Gotta come all the way here.
So,
Come
I
right
was
in.
originally gonna have the hat to the side.
Still
but the
can't see you.
hat,
Right here.
Okay, there it is.
Coming in hot, almost. I can see his shoulder.
Yeah, it's stuck to the
Come all the way. There she is. There. If you can see you, then they can see you. So what were you saying about?
I was
costume?
originally gonna have the hat to the side, but the hat is bigger than I expected it to be, so I have it in the middle of the 2 ears.
So she's making a White Rabbit
Yes.
cosplay with a pattern from many moons ago.
Yes.
Dragon
from
Con 2 years
Cut
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
That she is making her pattern for. So if you come to MomoCon next week, you might see this. You'll
On
definitely see it in the video.
Saturday, probably.
Saturday's the day.
Yeah.
All right.
Now I've told enough people about it, I'm gonna have to finish it.
Yes. Now you have to. Now you have to. Well, you've spent like $16,000 on
Oh my
it
god,
too.
that's
So
so much money.
you got to finish it. You're close though. You're close. All right. I'm going to take a moment and open these off camera. Actually, I will open one single one. We'll just show you one single one.
And
on
you can also
camera.
get my reaction to what this is.
To Fresca, and come back on over here. I can also get you the Bean Boozled if you want. So if you're not familiar with Cosmic, the way that they come, they're in boxes instead of the patterns. Ooh, look at the artwork that Nate has behind that. I don't know what that is.
It smells nice.
Fresca or the
This
action
smells
figures?
really nice.
It's cool. It's like a.
Smells really nice.
Maybe that's like the thing. So they come in plastic with. Ooh.
It says soda water, so I don't know if that's really
It's a soda.
like.
So I got things falling everywhere. I got pegs falling everywhere. My hands fall out.
Oh, that's good.
You like it?
I like that.
But they come with plastic weapons on the side. Look at those wings.
I like.
Looks like a thing you would like. So I'll show you all the pieces, but that's how they come. If they're double layered,
I think this is one of my
they come like that.
strangest cameos in these videos.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stranger than Purple Gang Gang cameo the other day.
I do think this is stranger because now I'm actually dressed up as the thing.
As a bunny?
Cameoing, yeah.
That's true. All right, I'm gonna open these things up, take the camera down, give you a little look-see.
Ooh, I'm probably gonna go sew or something. Ooh.
Gonna go sever something.
So S-E-W. One of the few words I know how to spell.
Well, if my next clip is me going, I'm a floating head, you'll know that she meant sever. Stuff all over the table. I did want to show you the packaging a little more detail. So this is for the Tusk Pilot, the red guy. So he's going to have like a little piece that holds the pegs. And then his weapons are all kind of in there. And he'll be wired in with 2 wires. But then they also have these side pieces that honestly, I don't think a lot of us like. If you see that they are like taped, you see right there. On front and top, and then on the inside, they're kind of difficult to get out. Sometimes you can bend it down or cut a little bit to get the piece out. It does make it a little bit hard, but it keeps the presentation good. You don't see all this stuff. Well, you could argue I don't see everything that's in the package, but it's kind of like WWE Ultimates, where you don't necessarily see everything, except that on the side of the box, they do have some cutouts where you can see some of the key ones. So like on this, you would have seen his alternate head sculpt. There's a little closer look at the Nate Barsh insert art, which this must all be the same for Zaxius. It's pretty cool. I think when we were at Intern, he was working on this art, actually, if I remember right. So that's what your unboxing experience will look like. The more, like, he doesn't have a side tray because he doesn't come as much. He has a side tray and a bottom tray because he comes with more. So just so you know. Now then, let's go over what they all come with. I'm going to go from least to most anticipated. My least anticipated is Sphexian Mineworker, and not because I actually thought originally he was kind of plain, but I think that's actually painted. I don't know if that black is molded or painted, but you can see like the details where there's the pink and the white. It's actually got a lot of cool detail. He looks really good. I think a lot of people are going to be harvesting those black armored arms. You see details. One of the things about Cosmic Legions is a lot of the things we've got have been builders, have been Tusk builders. So some of this is, some of these parts are the first time we'll have seen them really painted. So, I mean, he's got the stinger. Look at the detail on that. So I just don't love the bugs in general, like bug people. These are also kind of complicated to put together, and you need heat, and they got a lot of work, and they take up a lot of room on the shelf, but the sculpts are incredible. Like in all the details, it's truly a remarkable piece. And I'm curious if people are really into them or not. So for this Sphexian Mineworker, he has this huge mine tool. I think that'll be a tool that gets repurposed quite a bit too. He has an alternate head that's, so this head is like screaming. Sorry that the camera keeps doing that. It's more neutral. He has his wings. He has his, whatever you call them, but they're his arms that plug into these 4 peg holes. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the back. Then he has like antenna. These tall ones are his antenna that plug in up there, if I can get it to focus. And then he has, looks like 2 sets of mandibles. I don't remember if the original Sphex had 2 sets of mandibles. Or maybe, yeah, I think that's right, because I feel like we had to peg in some of the other mandibles. You know, I don't remember. So he's got 4 peg holes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. So 2 of those peg holes are for the wings, the top ones. The bottom ones are for arms, as are these ones on his side for arms. And then you put his mandibles there. And these ones on his, let's see if you can you see that peg hole right there? That was pretty hard on the first wave of Spexes to get in. So you want to be cautious with this. I think he has alternate sets of mandibles, one that are a single kind of tooth piece and set that is double. So he looks great. I mean, this paint is great. I love the little hints of pink. Underrated. And then he has alternate hands. But I just don't love the specs. But they're cool. That guy's cool. Then we've got Calli and Shun right here. I thought she was using the same head sculpt as Ziri Inspire, but she is not. It looks similar, but the hair is very different. But look at the paint detail on that. I mean, that's so nice. It's so nice. Then she has like a robotic arm. This is probably one of the chest pieces that pegs out. She's got a soft goods skirt on her. What's underneath? Green. It's wired. Then she has this cloak that matches. It's also wired. This is some of the first time, maybe the first time I think I've seen some of these weapons that we've seen in Cosmic be painted with the energy effects. I think they look good. This is like a little wrist-mounted missile. So you see the pegs there. This looks like an alternate belt if you want to change your belt. Those pegs, you peg into any Cosmic that has these holes. And then you can attach weapons. So you see how the weapons have the peg holes. What is also cool is like customizers like Can of Beams are making alternate pieces for that. So he has like energy shields that you can buy from him. She has one single gauntlet. And then here's the challenge. I think this head sculpt is awesome too. The helmeted one with the markings on it. You can also take that piece off if you want to. I think that's great. And I think that's great. I like her a lot. She may work her way up the ranks. I don't know. I like these other two quite a bit. So the Tusk Pilot, this is our, I believe, our first Tusk that is fully painted like that, just called like a pilot. We have the, the engineer or the science officer, engineer, and the sentry. And then we have the more deluxe ones that have paint, but at this price point, I think this is the first. So this red is exceptional, I think. I believe Joe Vasapollo did the paints on this. Very Iron Man vibes, right? And so this guy, you can hook up this great big like chest and backpack harness and have his wires on and make it look like he's very Top Gun. And he's got pauldrons. He's got several different weapons, alternate hands. This is like I think that's an adapter for, yeah, so like you can use that wing adapter for those pipes. And then he has, you can peg this into his arm like a Cosmarian map. But then same with him, that alternate head sculpt is awesome. With the blue, I love this alien head sculpt. I think it's in pink on whichever one is the white one, maybe the science officer that I like. That looks great. It's a really good figure. Paints are wonderful. And then we've got who I think is the belle of the ball, Alatar Silovius. Let me read him again. Alatar Silovius. I love these aliens. I got a bunch, like 3 or 4 of the first one. And I have the bust of the first one. So you see like that paint work on the head. Look at that paint job there. Look at the eye. I just made it greeny for you all, I'm sorry. So he has 3 pieces of soft goods. He has the undercloak, this outer cloak, and then this hood. They're all different. And he's a big tall boy compared to the rest. The tusks are big. You see he's bigger than them. He doesn't come with much. He has this, this was like the Father Christmas staff, or like his magic staff. Then he has various hands, including some that are like long finger hands, which I like. And that's probably the way I'll display him, is with some of those hands. So he doesn't come with as much, but he's a bigger figure. And like the 3 soft goods, I think this guy's going to get purchased and people are going to harvest those soft goods because they are really nice. So those are the 4 I opened. Now let me go show you the 2 that I have upstairs. Let's find these guys. So they are with their Motu shelf. So you see big green Scourge right there. Love that guy. And then Operative 83. Got him with the human head there. So no exclusive parts if you buy them at PowerCon. Just different packaging. I would not even call it exclusive packaging. It's just in the old packaging. I don't think it says PowerCon on it or anything. It just was in like some of these figures packaging. So that's a cosmic display. So I say, well, I guess, yeah, the wall tour He's a Tusk that has some paint on, the orange one there. And then this guy, Sligor. But I just don't view them as Tusk. They're not labeled Tusk the same way. So you see the Cosmic Shelf. That's where these guys will all be going here shortly. The next day or two. So you see her. That's who I was saying. But that's a different head sculpt. Different hair and stuff at least. So I got to find room to, well, it shouldn't be too hard. It's just 4 figures to put up there and get them on display. But you see back there, the Sphexes with their wings and all that going on do take up a lot of space. Correcting myself here, it's been about a year since I last messed with a Sphex. I got this guy out. So arms go on those side things, but the back ones you use for weapons. So you don't put all 4 arms in. So you put 2 arms, mandibles, then the top pieces there, the antenna and the wings. You still need to heat it up. I mean, I guess you could try to put arms back there and that peg hole by his booty if you wanted to, but you don't have to. My apologies, but see, you see how here weapon's not painted. That's a Sentry. I do look like I put the alien head on all my Tusks because they always look so cool. Makes them unique. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'll try to remember to show you next time I film. Maybe not the MomoCon video. Maybe something. I don't know. Try to film once I get those on display, cleaned up there. But I'm not doing that now. We've got to go to dinner. And it's the middle of the work week, school week. So they may have to just stay on the table for a little while till it's time to be played with. But I want to get it open, get it out. For those of you who haven't ordered yet, don't have it yet, get a good look at it. These should still be available at retailers like a Big Bad Toy Store, like Ginger Kid Collectibles, Empire Toy Shop, Horsehead Toys, Wolf King Customs. There's a bunch. I shouldn't even have started naming any of them. I think most of them are still available, so you can go get them. And definitely the aliens. I think the aliens are cool, the Greyborn. But check them out, see what you think. Thanks for tuning in for a Cosmic Legions video. Again, Sunday coming up. We are unveiling a new logo. How exciting! A new logo coming this Sunday. The next week, we've got some bonus episodes, and we've got Free Comic Book Day and a mini convention at Charlie's on the channel, and then we'll be into MomoCon coverage. We will be at MomoCon in 1 week. As you're watching this, 1 week, come say hi, hang out with us. Should be a fun time. So, till then, talk to you later. Squeeze it.